Namaskar. Welcome to Awakening with Brahmakumaris. Welcome, sister.
Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. If you remember last time, the last episode, we said life is a manifestation of your thoughts. So to continue that, I'd like to ask you about, you also mentioned about the astrologers and the people who predict your life or give you a ring to wear, and that as a stimulus. And then when you think and your thoughts are manifesting your life, right? Would you like to continue that?
We need to understand it in the right perspective. Everything, whether it's astrology, numerology, or the other branches which are guiding us how to lead our life or are making predictions of our future, they are sciences. It's all scientific. And everyone who's predicting has studied that science over a period of time and has developed that mastery. It's like a doctor. A doctor has studied the body, and then when the doctor looks at my body, he's able to make a prediction. Let's say I go to a doctor with certain blood tests and he examines the body and he says, there is a probability that in the coming time you might have diabetes. It's a prediction. Prediction based on my genetic factors, prediction based on what my state of my body is right now. So seeing the present,
The blood tests.
yes, seeing the present, seeing certain factors that are influencing my physical health, seeing my lifestyle, the doctor makes a probability, a prediction. There is a probability that you will have diabetes in the coming 1 year. Now, information. I take it and I go back home. Two ways of responding. One, I'm going to have diabetes. This is now, it's going to happen because my mother also has it, my grandmother also has it, my grandfather also has it.
Genetic.
I have so much stress and my lifestyle is very erratic. And the doctor also now says, so I'm going to have diabetes. So if the prediction was that within 1 year, I'll probably get in within 6 months. Because I have accepted that information. I have created that stress, which is going to be a trigger now and manifest into diabetes. And then I say, exactly what the doctor said has turned out to be right. The other thing is, come what may, I'm going to take so much care now that I never have diabetes. So I take charge of my lifestyle. I start meditating. I start pranayam, yoga, my eating habits, drinking habits, sleeping habits, walking. I change everything 360 degrees today, and then I continue with that lifestyle. The prediction is not true.
Because you've taken it as a challenge, you know.
It's
You've
a
taken it in a
response.
positive way.
It's a response to a prediction. The probability was there, so that's pure science. There was a probability of me getting diabetes, but it was still a probability. It had not manifested. The doctor was giving me a probability of the coming future.
Okay.
And then I picked up that probability as a warning signal and brought about a shift in my lifestyle, and the prediction was then not true.
Correct.
Because I took charge. But if I don't take charge and I just accept the probability as a reality, ye diabetes, this is going to happen. I am going to get this. I have accepted it already. I have created worry and anxiety, and so it is going to happen because the probability was already there. Same, I go to an astrologer. He says the planets, the moon, the stars, the positions right now, prediction of your next coming 6 months or your next 2 years, there is a probability that this and this and this could happen. There is a probability of your physical health getting affected. There is a probability that your business might have some obstacles. There is a probability that someone might damage you. It's only a probability. It's not a reality yet. This is very important. It's a probability predicted by someone who understands the science. So we thank them for making us this prediction and giving us the probability, but now take charge.
So you mean to say we should take it as a warning?
We can take it as a warning.
And then, like the guy who did for diabetes, he changed his lifestyle and he went to yoga, this and that, and he saw that the prediction or the probability doesn't
Come true.
It's
the same. If I have the power to listen to the warning and not get influenced by it.
Oh.
What happens, unfortunately, is that when somebody makes a prediction, somebody sees my palm and makes a prediction, or somebody sees my horoscope and makes a prediction, I accept that as reality. And I say, this is going to happen because so-and-so has said this, and so-and-so's so many predictions for so many people has come true.
And for me also probably earlier.
Has come true. So it's going to come true. I've already converted the probability into a reality. So my mind says this is going to happen. Thoughts create destiny. It's going to happen.
Because earlier also his predictions might have come true many times.
True, because it's pure science. So there is nothing wrong with the prediction. It's a probability for whoever the prediction was made. That person accepted the prediction as reality. His mind accepted it, and so it manifested into reality.
Excuse me, just one second. If this prediction has been told to my wife, okay, and it is not told to me, and I don't even know about it, then how does it work through her mind for my destiny?
There are two ways. Let's say someone predicts for me that my next 6 months are going to be very challenging. The planetary movements are not very nice, so whatever I do, I'm not going to be successful. It's a prediction. If I don't know this prediction, so I don't know this piece of information, so I put in all my efforts, obstacles come, I cross them because I'm all motivated to work. I want success and I'm working for success. So obstacles come, I don't get demotivated, I'm working towards it because I don't have this piece of information. But now if somebody gives me this piece of information and says, the next 6 months, whatever you do, it's tough. You cannot be successful in these coming 6 months. Now let me start my business. That information is so powerful for me. I'm not able to raise my thoughts above this piece of information. I start my business, but I say, but what's the use? I know it's not going to be successful in these 6 months. These coming 6 months, whatever I do, there's going to be a problem. Then, because I've started a business, obstacles are going to come. The smallest obstacles that comes, see, I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. That's it.
So
Thoughts
if I
create
do not
reality.
So if I do not know this piece of information,
safest actually. So either don't take the prediction. Second, if you know the prediction, then raise your thoughts to go higher, to go above that prediction. Take it as a challenge.
Please give me an example of raise your thought.
Let's say, for example, the next 6 months are going to be tough for you.
Okay.
Whatever you do, there are going to be challenges. Fine, let there be challenges. I'm still going to be successful in the coming 6 months. It can be tough, but it's not a failure.
Because my original self is powerful.
Very powerful. And whatever may be the obstacle, it's my mind who's going to create the solution, and I am going to create the solution. Let anything happen.
I am peace, I am bliss, I am love, I am powerful, I am knowledge.
Absolutely. Now where's the obstacle? The obstacle can only be something outside. The only thing that is required to face an obstacle is stability.
But what happens? It doesn't matter. Even a child falls so many times before he learns how to walk. So what?
But important is that when he falls, he gets up and he starts walking again. But if somebody has predicted that you're not going to get up for the next 6 months, try walking how much ever you want. The next 6 months, you're only going to fall. So the first time he falls, he says, forget it, I'll try after 6 months. Because anyway, so-and-so has told me that these 6 months, I cannot walk. So he doesn't even try with the right energy. And because he doesn't create the right thoughts, he doesn't get the right destiny. And then he says, okay, but can I do something so that I can be successful in these 6 months? So then we say, do this and this and this thing. Wear this particular color. Wear this particular stone. And then what happens? Do the planets change? They're still there. But I am doing something which is helping me to change my thoughts. First, I had the information, these 6 months are not right for you. So I was demotivated. Now I have the information, wear this particular stone and success is yours. I create the thought. That's it. I've worn the stone. Now let any obstacle come. I'm going to cross it because I've worn the stone.
Yeah, that gives you confidence.
Yes.
And what about the color therapy, or maybe the people say that the rays through the sun to the stone,
Absolutely.
it goes inside the skin and it works. What about that?
See, everything, the being here, is energy. It has vibrations. We've heard of aura. We've heard of the subtle body. So the quality of the being, love, peace, purity, so will be your aura. You know, when we look at photographs of deities, we look at photograph of Jesus Christ, Gautam Buddha, you always see a white circle around them. So they were not roaming around with a white circle. It's a symbol of the purity of the soul. So if the soul is pure, the aura is white. Now, if there is some conflict somewhere, the aura is not going to be white or cream or yellow. It could be red, it could be blue, it could be gray. There is technology now which helps us to see our aura.
They have cameras.
Yes, they have cameras. Now you see the aura. Now you're going to intervene into that color therapy. So, but what we are doing is again going from outside in. We are changing the aura. We are trying to change the colors around us and then thinking that the situation will change. But the easiest will be change your thought, aura will change, vibrations will change, situation will change.
Basically, the colors and the stones are changing your aura.
Yeah, they do work. But again, how much, to what extent, and for how much time? Someone tells you wear a red color shirt and things will be better. How much can you keep on wearing a red color shirt? Why not just create powerful thoughts instead? You know, because that's what they'll say. Wear this, do this. We've always thought the easier method was do something outside to change something inside. It's actually change something inside to do something outside.
And inside is a permanent change. Outside
And
is temporary.
inside is in my control.
When you do it from outside, you do not have 110%, or maybe you'll have 99.9% faith, but somewhere you say, see, these guys are not 100% right. You know, because so many times when you call them and say, you said this to me, you said that to me, this didn't happen. They say, sir, we are also human beings. We cannot.
No, it's not that, because they were not predicting reality. They were predicting a probability. We have to remember this. We have no right to say anything to them. They were predicting a probability. A probability. It will always have a percentage.
Probability, probable chances that this might
happen,
may or may not.
But it totally depends on how you would be thinking during that period of those 6 months. That will become a reality. Theirs is a probability. What you think will become a reality. They could even predict that your next 6 months are very nice. Everything is very smooth. But if you're demotivated inside, nothing is going to be smooth. So again, the prediction is going to be wrong. It's not necessarily the negative predictions. What about some of the most positive predictions which don't turn out to be true?
So, sister, let's do one thing.
We also need to understand one more thing in this. When we say the effects of planets on the body, on the mind, we've seen in this whole series the effect of external influences on us. And gradually we are practicing that I'm going to enable my mind to go beyond the influence of situations, objects, people. So if my mind can go beyond the influence of people, situations, objects, planets, it's just one more external thing which has an influence, but it's up to me whether to get overpowered by that or whether to rise above that. When I am weak internally, everything will have an influence. Your smallest word will disturb me now because I'm weak. Smallest word will disturb me just now. One word which I don't like and I can be upset for the next 1 hour.
Weak in, as in the body level, mind level, emotionally.
The mind doesn't have the power to cope, accommodate, pack up all the thoughts. So your one word can upset me for the next one day. It can upset me for the next 6 months. So if your one word can upset me for 6 months, planet movement can also upset me for the next 6 months. So it's about rising above the external influences.
That's a nice example. If my word, if your word can upset me for the next 6 months, then the planet or the bad time, X, Y, Z, anything can do it. So basically, it comes back again that it is in me that I should be disturbed or not.
Yes. But
So-
if I, it's like, okay, your room is in so and so direction. So you husband and wife will never get along well in this room. Change your bedroom. Change this direction. Is it necessary that everyone whose houses are in the right directions, the husband and wife is having a good relationship? No.
People say so. People say that there are
If
people
this had
say
to
this is-
work, if this had to work, then everyone will just change the direction of their house, wear the stones, and the world would be beautiful. Everyone's doing all of that. Everyone's doing all of that
But it has worked for people, Sister Shivani.
for some time because they are under that influence. I have done this. Now my relationships will work. 6 months down the line, they've forgotten, they changed the direction of their house.
They change direction from each other. You go north, I'll go south.
So it is an energy. North, east, south, west. These are energies. Definitely, that's energy.
Magnetic field is also there, no?
So it's a field, no? But which is the highest field that is there in the level of interactions? So it is a field. It will have its effect. But the highest field is here. And if I am saying that I can get along with you, come what may, north, east, south, west, then I can. I can get along in the worst direction of the house. And if I cannot get along with you, I cannot in the best designed house. It's about the mind ready to take the challenge. So we cannot always keep on changing everything outside. Okay, I can change the house, but can I change you? I can only change the way I think.
Instead of doing Vastu and changing your house and Feng Shui, you should change yourself
Yeah.
and do some Feng Shui and Vastu and change the
Inside.
directions within.
So we are the creators. All these influences are there. Sometimes they'll say, change this particular alphabet in your name, add another K, add another A, add another N. Destiny will change.
But they give you good examples. This has got energy.
There is no
Every
doubt.
word has an energy. This is direction. That is energy. When they come to you, they just really explain it to
Because it's science. There is no doubt about that.
you. But probability.
Not only that, it will work. But there is a science, there is an energy much higher than the energy of alphabets, numbers, planets,
Highest
And
is
magnet.
God's.
the spiritual energy. God's energy is much higher. We'll hear that later. But my own energy, the energy of the consciousness.
I'm not becoming again weak here, that I'm using some other energy when I have a much more stronger, much better energy within me.
It's again the same thing. I can't control my child, so I tell you, take care of your child so that my child behaves properly. Same thing. I can't take charge of my mind, so I take charge of everything else outside. I take care of everything, which day I should begin my business, which time I should begin my business, which direction should be my office, which stones should I wear, which symbols should be put in my office. I can just take care of everything because I don't have the power to take care here. So all those will affect, but temporary.
But it's so sad that I have bigger power here within, and I'm going after with a begging bowl and going to a smaller power.
The weaker we become, the more we will go outside.
Can you explain the meaning of weaker we become?
The lesser control I have on myself, day by day my power is reducing because I'm not taking care. It's like a child. If you don't discipline him, day by day, getting
And
tougher.
What is the care one should take?
Disciplining the mind.
Like,
That's what we've been doing in the last few episodes. Being aware, taking care, choosing,
come back to
creating
the
the right
thought
one.
original.
Absolutely.
And somewhere it's very important to understand who am I, how powerful am I. If I am peace, I don't say want anymore.
Yes.
Remember? You
So I
taught
don't have to do anything to be peaceful, right?
So then I don't say, "Ki, please give me some power, oh God." I am power. I am knowledge.
Yes.
If I am so much of abundance, and if you say I'm a child of abundance and have so many qualities, even if you just understand it, not even pep up talk, a real talk, and it's a fact.
It's not a pep up talk, it's a waking
fact.
up to reality.
It's a fact. If we know the truth,
Yes.
and if you're having this fact, if you're so sure, then why we don't need anything?
We don't. Nothing external. Everything external is then needed for physical comfort. It's needed for fun, for excitement, for entertainment, but not for peace and happiness.
But that will be more fun then.
What will be more fun? The excitement?
Once you
You'll truly
once
enjoy
you know
it.
the truth,
Yes.
and once you know yourself, now you know this I'm going for fun, this I'm going for for a holiday, this I'm going to do. Then you're not disappointed. I did this for this, I did this for that.
I didn't get it
I
at the
didn't
end of the day.
get it. I wanted my child to be happy. I gave him such a big, great holiday, and he's come so sad.
Be happy and then go for the holiday.
No, once you know the truth, then your holiday, the attitude, your in Hindi there's a nice word, your nazariya, the way
Perspective.
your perspective changes.
Yes. Because you're not going to the holiday for happiness. You're going to the holiday just for fun, just for a change from the daily routine. That's all that a holiday
What
is.
a nice family reunion and a holiday
So-
away from work.
But at least you'll be happy when you're in that family reunion instead of again criticizing, complaining, blaming. Otherwise, that's all that would happen even at a picnic or a holiday or a party.
And no more it will be artificial.
You'll be your natural self.
A natural holiday, natural self.
So the
natural-
holiday, the family reunion will not be for wanting happiness, but it will be for expressing and sharing your happiness which you're filled with when you meet so many people around you. The perspective changes from taking to giving. So then I look forward to meeting people. I look forward to being with everybody. I look forward to going to work every day, every morning, getting up and saying, I have to go to work. Why? Because I'll get a salary. Then why? Then I will get happiness. So I work for 30 days saying that I have to go to work because on the 30th of the month I will get a salary, which means I will get my happiness. Instead, I wake up every morning and I say to myself, I'm a happy being and I want to go to work because that gives me the opportunity to express and experience my happiness with people. Perspective changes.
I'm going to the office because it gives me the...
See, I'm a peaceful being, let's say. I'm a happy being, but I get to experience it and express it only when I come in interaction with someone. If I'm just sitting all alone by myself, I don't get to express or experience my own qualities. And that's why
Express
interaction...
and experience
Both.
is with interaction with
with
others.
interaction. And that's why relationships are so important, because unless you are in interaction, unless you have this exchange of energy, you will not be expressing, and that's why not experiencing. I experience my quality only when it comes out. When I give anger to you, I first experience it. Similarly, when I give peace to you, I first experience it. So I get to experience it only when I am in interaction with someone. And so I look forward to going to work. I look forward to meeting family and friends, not for wanting, but for expressing and experiencing and therefore sharing. Perspective changes. So instead of this, we're becoming like this.
So how much lighter one must be feeling when he is not doing it artificially and things are just happening. So there's difference between doing and happening. Do. I'm doing this because of this. I'm doing because of this. I'm taking my children because of this. Though I don't want to do, still I'm doing. Now things just move. Things happen.
I'm just being
Flowing,
myself. We are human beings. But today
Being
we've become human doings. We are doing so many things. We're human beings. So let us be what we are supposed to be first. So we say, do this to be happy. Spirituality explains, be happy and do this. Because you're a human being doing action.
Human being doing action. Let's bring the whole thing, sister, into a small meditation.
This body, my costume. Just a machine. I am the controller, the operator of this machine. Consciousness, energy, the spiritual being. I, the being, my original sanskar is purity, peace, and happiness. Let me look at myself. That consciousness at the center of the forehead. The operator sitting there, taking charge of this machine, playing roles, relationships, responsibilities. I, the human being, doing action. But as I do, I express what I am. Let me look at myself, driving to work, at office with my colleagues, at home with my friends and family, with the awareness, I am a pure being, doing things, interacting with people, and thereby expressing and experiencing my original sanskar of peace and happiness. Let me see how the day would be. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
The day will be great. Om Shanti.
People predicting our future are only telling us a probability. It is only a prediction, a probability, not a reality. We have the power to listen to the prediction and still choose our response, that is, our thoughts and actions, and thereby create a reality of our choice. We always thought we need to do things outside to change the way we feel, but the reality is we need to change how we feel to change things outside. Happiness is not to be wanted from people, but is to be created and shared with people we meet. We are not human doings, doing things to be at peace, but we are human beings who be at peace and do things. Tomorrow we will discuss the factors which influence the creation of our thoughts. If you wish to discuss your problem or have a question to ask or want to know your nearest Rajayoga Meditation Center, write to us at awakeningwithbks@gmail.com or call us on 099 99 744 555.